You know what's kind of similar but infinitely better? Have you ever seen Get Out?
Yes.
No.
You thought that was that good?
You said that wasn't scary.
It's not scary because I'm white, but I bet for every black person that's seen it, it's terrifying. I thought Get Out was wonderful. It just isn't very scary.
Is that the movie where it's like actually liberal white people? You're bad too, like that?
Well, kind of.
I think so.
But yeah. What's happening? This is spoiler.
Well, then I'm not going to watch that shit.
Spoiler for Get Out, which it's a good movie. It's a black guy has a white girlfriend. And he's going to meet her family for the first time, and he's very nervous about this interaction. But he gets there, and if anything, they're overly nice. The dad's like, "I voted for Obama." But like you see these little like cracks and these little weird things. They've got black servants, and I mean like servants. Like they got like a black yard boy, like a man, but he's a man. They got like a 45-year-old black man outside doing their yard work, and they've got a black woman who's also like 40 in a maid costume, like being a maid.
This sounds pretty dumb.
It's
what's the big reveal that they're like stealing black people?
Yes.
Wow.
But you're missing it.
Is the takeaway that even the well-meaning whites also need to sit the heck down and listen?
No, not at all. You conservative monster. Jesus, go beat up a minority. It turns out that the mother, the white mother, they're all in cahoots, and they're capturing these black men. Not just brainwashing them. She has this hypnosis technique where she like locks their mind away inside their brain and lets a white person have their body. They're putting white people in these prime black bodies and letting these old black people like live a new life inside a nice, healthy black body.
Because there's kind of a compliment in there. Like, we don't want these sort of poorly defined, not jacked, regular white people. We want these like athletic black people. We're going to go in their bodies.
He gets to frame himself as the victim in his little fantasy movie, and he also gets to give himself a couple little backhanded compliments. I see where you're coming from there.
My goodness, it's a terrific movie. There's a scary fucking scene where he's going through. He finds out that the parents are evil, but he thinks the daughter might still be on his side. He's like, "Baby, we gotta go. Your mom and dad are crazy." But he finds like a whole bunch of pictures and like stowed away, and it's her with all of her black boyfriends that she's had, and like she's lured so many men back here to this house to be brainwashed and enslaved. They have like a Sunday dinner outside kind of thing, like a luncheon with like tables of food and like multiple older rich white couples hanging out chilling. And the black guy goes, "Thank God, a brother." He sees a black man over there, but he's dressed like Carlton, like he's dressed overly whitely. And he's like,
"Nothing wrong with Carlton,
my man." And he like goes to give him a black man handshake, and the black man gives him a white man like fumbly like handshake, and it's awkward.
He reaches out for like a business handshake, and then has that like fist bump grab where people didn't agree on the type of greeting they were going to do.
I thought it was pretty good. I think it's a really good movie, and I think Jordan Peele makes good movies. I also really like Get Out. Nope.
I want to reply to this. I thought Get Out was fine, but didn't understand why it got so much critical acclaim. I thought Nope was bad, and I'm even more baffled that it got so much critical acclaim. Nope was a slow burn that never really got hot.
I liked it.
I mean, it's a movie. It's a mainstream movie about race by a black guy. There's going to be critical acclaim.
Nope, it's a different movie.
I was speaking to Get Out.
Yeah.
Then why aren't the Wayans brothers winning Oscars? Do
they make movies anymore?
They made so many goddamn movies. They're making a new movie now.
What is it about?
Movies. It's a parody movie. They're making like Scary Movie 12 or some shit. I can't remember what it is.
I forget which comedian it was. It was Bill Burr. He was talking about a conversation he had with the Wayans brothers, and it was kind of cool. He's like, they are savants. They tell you what your future is, because Bill Burr is this young, up-and-coming comedian at the time. And he's like, I'm kind of getting hot right now. And they're like, yep, this is what's going to happen next to you. And this is what's going to happen next to you. And this is how you have to protect yourself from this and that. They're going to try to steal all your ideas, take all your funny, make money off of it, and cast you aside. And he's like, sure enough, that guy's crystal ball was perfect. And because of their advice and warnings, his career went better than it otherwise would have.
That's good. I mean, I would trust their instinct too. They're very successful.
Jordan Peele is like a self is a racist, and I don't like his like attitude about things. But he makes good movies, and the reason it's scary, it's not as scary to us, is because we can't even fathom what it would be like to be a black dude going to a rich white girlfriend's like parents' house for the first time. But if you really start imagining that, that'd be scary as shit. That'd be scary as shit to go out in the country, and isolated. Huh?
As a boyfriend,
Nope was terrible. You didn't like I love the whole alien bit. I love the flashback to the gorilla or the chimpanzee going fucking ape shit on those people and ripping them apart. I liked that girl and her brother's relationship with one another. I thought she was all quirky and fun. I even liked at the end when they sort of paid homage to old school film, when like the alien creates this electromagnetic field, so your cell phone, your digital camera, like it's all fuzzy and fucked up. So they get the old school like wind camera, so they can get proof of this thing. And the guys up there filming the fucking alien. I liked all that stuff. I liked the design of the alien. It was the first time in forever that I've seen an alien, and I was like, ooh, that is alien. That is not like us. That is not just a guy with some shit on his forehead. That's not just a person with some extra like tentacles.
Didn't they beat the alien by tricking it to eat a carousel fake horse instead of a real one?
I genuinely don't remember how they beat it.
Is that how they did it though?
I don't remember how they beat it.
Is that how this critically acclaimed movie ends?
I think they beat it like Tremors. It's Get Out.
Tremors, another incredible movie.
Tremors is highly regarded as an outstanding.
I watched Tremors on your recommendation, and it was a fun movie, but it wasn't like good.
I think Tremors is better in hindsight. Like people like it now, but it wasn't wildly successful when it dropped.
It's a fan favorite. It's got a great cast.
It's fun because it's campy, or at least that's why I had a fun time watching it.
I don't think it's campy at all. I think it's very good. I think all the acting's good. I think special effects are tremendous. They use there's this one shot where Bert's shooting the graboid in his basement, and they transition from like a real shot to a miniature, and it's seamless. Like he throws he's shooting a real gun over his shoulder. The camera's behind him, and he's shooting the monster. And he runs out of bullets, so he throws the whole gun at the monster because there's more guns behind him. He's just going to grab another one anyway. But the camera follows the gun down, but there's this snap edit, and now it's a miniature because we don't have a giant lifelike worm. We do, but it doesn't look that great. Yeah. So when he throws the gun, they switch to a mini gun falling in front of a mini monster, and it all looks real. Like you don't know it unless you know it.
I do like practical effects. Yeah, practical effects always kind of win. That's why. That's one of the reasons. I mean, it's story that drives me to say The Thing is my favorite horror movie.
Pre-Cambrian worms coming up and taking over.
I told you, I liked the first one.
I fantasized about
I watched the second and third one also.
I watched them too.
Pretty rough, man. Somehow they fucked up the worm technology between the first and the second one. It's so much worse.
Yeah,
they used a third grade paper mache art class.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon didn't want to be in the second one because he became a star after the first one, probably because of Footloose or one of those movies or something. And so they hired that other guy, and they also like made the graboids have this like metamorphosis where they turn into these 3 or 4 little bipedal monsters that run around and detect their prey by sensing their heat, like thermal signature. So then it turns into, so now they're just poorly equipped to fight those because they came to shoot worms that are the size of a school bus.